Good afternoon, everyone. Hope everybody is ready for the holidays. Tom Leahy here with I'm the lucky guy because I have two occasions where I can introduce my better half, my marriage and my partnership. So I'm here with Candace Suarez, my partner. And
not wife, but business partner.
what partner? Yeah. Business partner, right? Yeah. So anyway, yeah, Christmas is just around the corner, and kind of excited because Candace and I got an early Christmas present. You know what that was?
I'm guessing it was Whitney.
Yes, Whitney is our newest advisor. So welcome, Whitney.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're very excited to have you on board. So we just like to find out more about you, your background. I'm sure the people watching this would like to know, what you're all about.
Well,
Yeah.
Thank you very much for having me here today. My background, my undergrad degree is in early elementary education, and I learned very early on that teaching kindergarten was not for me. So
it's like putting hats, I always say.
Yeah. So after 2 years of teaching kindergarten, I went into higher education. So I've been in higher ed for almost 25 years. 25 years will hit in January. Over the past 25 years, it's flown by, but I have had multiple experiences. The last 12, I've been a college registrar. So a lot of people don't know what a registrar is. So I will say what it is. It is actually the person who keeps track of academic records at a college institution. The office also is responsible for making sure registration happens, making sure it runs smoothly, making sure the catalog is up to date. Not where I'm currently at. I'm not responsible for the catalog, but in most places.
The registrar is the person you contact to get your transcripts, right?
Yes. Yep. You contact us for transcripts. And I also am the one that says whether or not you graduate. So that's exciting.
Yeah.
I confer the degrees every year. If you ask my family about my job, they'll say it's boring. My daughters stopped going to the take your kid to work day a long time ago. They said, we want to go with dad.
Oh, that's terrible. Okay.
Now, do you have, as conferring in graduation, do you do it along the way so there's no surprises also? I mean,
Well, what I do, every place that I've been, I try to do an audit at least 1 year out, and let the students know what I see. This is what I see. This is what you need to finish. If you see a mistake, or if you want to have a discussion, maybe you've thought that there was a substitution in there, let's have that discussion so I can make sure you're on track. I actually, in all three places, I've actually gone back as far as junior year. So right now I'm working on finishing up the senior audits that I did in the summer for the seniors that are graduating in May, but I'm also working on the juniors. So I want to be ahead 2 years.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
In computer systems, the student information systems are never 100% correct. If there's ever a substitution or something like that, it doesn't always pick it up and put it in the degree audits. So, but that's a big part of my summers.
Yeah.
So, but other things that I've done in higher ed over the 25 years, I've been an academic advisor for several years. I've also worked in admissions and a little bit with financial aid. So I have a broad-based experience in higher ed, along with teaching. I've been an adjunct faculty member and taught business courses, study skills courses, first-year experience courses, and a few psychology courses. So that's my resume in a nutshell. I also am married. I have 3 children. I am 4th if you count my husband. I have a 28-year-old son, and he's married and lives in Winchester, Virginia. And then I have 2 daughters. They are 16 and 12. And we are a big swim family. I married a swim coach, so he's been coaching for 30 years. And everybody swims. I mean, I don't, but
I don't
everybody does. And so I'm a swim official, whatever it is. I mean, you name it, I probably can do it. I've even had to step in and coach recently for my husband sometimes, and that's different. Yeah.
So where are you geographically?
I am currently in Farmville, Virginia, but I'm originally from Pennsylvania.
Very good.
Yep.
Yeah. So you and Candace have that in common as well.
Yay.
Yeah.
Swimming and
Swimming and Pennsylvania. Yeah.
Yep.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, that, you certainly have a tremendous background in education and all of that. And so I'm kind of interested in to hear from you what resonated with you when you found OptimumEd and why we're so lucky that you decided to join us.
Okay. Well, for several years now, I'll go back. Let's go back to my high school experience many moons ago. I had an amazing guidance counselor, and she really helped me navigate to find what my strengths were, where I might want to look for as far as career-wise, and what colleges I would want to look for and look at. She helped me navigate the application process, where to submit my SAT scores, and the whole 9 yards. I noticed as I got into higher education, and also as my son went through high school, that it's harder to find those. Not to say that guidance counselors aren't doing their job, but they're overwhelmed with other things. They've got a lot more IEPs and 504s and discipline. And so I feel oftentimes that some kids aren't really getting they're not finding out what they want to do until they're 2 or 3 years into college, and they totally change gears and switch. So several years ago, maybe even 20 years ago, I had decided that I wanted to be some sort of advisor or a consultant and help them navigate. And I would tell all of my husband's swimmers, if you ever need any help, just let me know. Just kind of feel the waters a little bit. Yeah. But there was never a time where it felt right for me professionally and personally for me to step into that more so than just offering some assistance here and there, because, I was raising a young family and it just wasn't right. But now that my kids are older, and now that I feel that I am in a good spot, I feel that it's now time to start looking into this. And I did have the opportunity to give some presentations that what I felt needed to happen and when, and time frame and timelines to families of high school kids. And I noticed afterwards that there's a lot still that I need to learn. And I thought, well, maybe it's, yes, I have the inside scoop a little bit because I work in higher ed, but there's still a lot out there. And I think my best bet is what I need to do is find some place that will allow me to learn and grow. This is something that I'm looking for to do full time at some point when I'm ready to retire from higher education. And I'm not ready to do that for at least 10 more years, but this is just something for me to do to learn the ropes. And so interestingly enough, after I made that decision that that's the route I needed to go, I found OptimumEd. And as I was reading through, and I'm like, this is perfect because, you don't just help families with college admissions. That's the whole package. This is what I'm looking for. So I reached out to Tom, and now here I am.
Wonderful. Yeah. So we're so glad you did. So let's tell people how they can get in contact with you if they want you to help them out.
Sure. Well, I have an email, which is wmerinar@optimumed.com. OptimumEd Center. And of course, phone number. And you can text is a really good way to get a hold of me to start the process. And my phone number is 814-574-8888.
Right. And Whitney has a page on our website as well that has that information. So if you just go to OptimumEdCenter.com and find our advisors, she's there and her contact information is available. And if none of that works, give us a call at the office, 804-417-4807, and we will put you in contact with Whitney.
And even simpler, you can message us on social media, wherever you're watching this on, and we can help put you in touch that way too. So many different ways.
Right. Very good. Any last thoughts, Candace?
No, I think we covered everything. It was great getting to hear more about you.
Great.
Very good. Well, with that, we're going to wish everybody happy holidays, and we will probably see you next year because of the holidays. We probably won't be doing the OptimumEd Live next week or so, but I hope everybody stays safe, warm, and gets a lot of good stuff. Under this industry. All right.
Happy holidays. Take care.